Alrighty, so the new Eastin comes out tomorrow, and so I wanted to do Should You Summon. So we're going to be going over the character herself and her banner, and I'm going to tell you why you should be skipping this, because it's really not all that great overall. But yeah, I don't know. If you're new to the channel or anything like that before we get started, feel free to subscribe, because it's free, and we're almost at 11K, which is super cool. So, new green Awakened Eastin is here. She's coming out tomorrow. I will be doing live summons tonight, as much as I don't want to, but I guess I'm just gonna get the character and hopefully get out of the banner. Hopefully I don't have to go to the guaranteed or anything, but you never know. Anyway, let's go over what she does. So her passive is pretty interesting, I guess. But it is for every enemy in PvP, so it's a PvP only passive, which already makes it negative 1,000 points for me. Increases basic stats of human race allies, which brings it down another 1,000 points for me because it's a specific passive. It only works with human race allies, which is really dumb. Increases basic stats of human race allies by 7%, and during ally's turn, if a human ally kills an enemy, reduce all enemies' ultimate move gauge by 2 at the end of the turn. So the reducing ultimate move gauge if you kill an enemy thing, I think that's really cool. I think it's kind of interesting. The fact that she buffs her teammates whenever an enemy dies is really weird, because it already gives you an advantage when you kill an enemy. Like, they get 1 less card slot. If you kill 2 enemies, they only get to use 2 cards per turn. If you kill 3 enemies, it's just 1 enemy, and then they can only use 1 card per turn. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand why you would really want to buff people for already winning. I don't know. It just seems kind of redundant to me. But the fact that it's PvP only and you have to run her with humans or else her passive doesn't work is really annoying. It does work in the sub slot, so it does have that going for it. But overall, just a really unnecessarily specific passive, which is just kind of annoying more than anything else. She has a flood card, which from what I've seen does not hit as hard as you want it to, even though it has pretty standard multipliers and everything on it. I guess just her stats in general, like I said, or I've said it in the past, I'm really bad with actual stats and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure these are kind of low, because regular Red Awakened Eastin is kind of old at this point, so she's not going to be, too much better than that one, if I understand correctly how they normally sort of, make new units and everything. But I don't know, she does not hit very hard, even with a flood card. And the other one is a deplete ultimate move gauge card, which is whatever, I guess. I mean, I think the only reason I even gave her this card is because she already has a Holy Relic where she heals 10% of diminished HP for each ultimate move gauge removed. So, not a big fan of that. Originally, she does have a Flood ultimate, by the way, but Red Eastin has the same ultimate, so nothing new there. I was really tempted that this was going to be the same kind of situation with Christmas Lilia. If you're unaware, I did not pull for Christmas Lilia originally because she really wasn't super impressive to start with, but then they gave her a Holy Relic and she became really good. That is not going to be the case this time because this character already has a Holy Relic, so you don't have to worry about that. Honestly, she has a Flood card, she has a Deplete Ultimate Move Gauge card, just like Christmas Lilia does. But she already has a relic that is not very good. So, from my understanding, she's really only good to run with the Catastrophe team, and because I don't have Blue Awakened Lilia, I have not even tried to start investing into an actual PvP Catastrophe team. So even though I'm going to summon for the unit, I'm not really planning on using her. So I don't really know what to tell you. If you're a Catastrophe's main, or you really like the Catastrophe team or whatever, or maybe you just like the unit in general, go for it if you really want to. I'm pretty sure she's going to be a 0.5% chance to pull, so she's got better rates than, I don't know, most regular, or most banners that we get in the game. But, yeah, looking at the banner itself, sorry for the absolute bright white forums that the JP servers have, but the lineup is actually not bad. I really wish that they would do small banners like this more often for actual units. Like when a new unit comes out, instead of shoving 30 different SSRs on the banner, I wish that they would just slim the banners down to something like this instead of putting like 1,000 coin shop characters and a whole bunch of, you know, stuff that we don't need, because then it makes it a little bit more accessible to try to get some of these off, you know, or these unfeatured units. But honestly, altogether, like, there's a couple of Halloween units that are pretty decent. Matrona's okay, but they gave her out for free at one point. If you're, you know, if you've been playing for a while, you should probably already have her at this point. And even then, for most of like the bird and deer and strats and stuff like that I see nowadays, it's normally just raw damage over running a taunt unit like this nowadays. So I don't know if I could really recommend it. Roxy's definitely outdated. She's cool, I guess, and then Shin is also cool, but not very good. Like, he can be okay, but in the meta that we have in this game, and it you know, continuously like progresses like insanely high, these characters are going to get outshadowed in like incredibly quick. Meliodas is deemed one of the worst characters in the game. This Deanne, when she came out, was pretty bad on launch, so there's no telling how bad she is now. This Slater is interesting at best. Halloween Gother is still good, of course, but I don't know if I would recommend summoning on this banner just for him, because he's unfeatured. You get this blue Elaine for free from the special missions that they're going to be doing for the update, so you don't even have to worry about her. And even then, I kind of like this Elaine for very niche purposes, but even then you don't necessarily need her specifically. And then you have Halloween Gila, which I actually have her 6/6 for whatever reason. I think on the original banner they either gave out free copies of her or something like that, but I don't know, she's pretty useless as well. So banner is not great. If they added Christmas Lilia or some other like catastrophe seasonal characters to it, I would have been way more interested in this banner. But with it just being Halloween units and most of them being kind of bad, it's not great. The only good thing about some of these Halloween characters is that they have outfits, like Green Gother's outfit, Meliodas' outfit, I think Elaine's outfit and Gila's outfit all have some sort of like special effect on them where you get extra rewards from doing Fort Solgris dungeon, which is nice to have for sure. I definitely take, you know, I take advantage of that most days when I play the game. But I don't know if it would really be worth like going out of your way to get, because I get 10 extra anvils a day, which does add up. I'll be honest, that does add up quite quickly. I think I get Vanya ales from one of them and some other like small stuff that's not really all that important. I can't remember exactly what all you get from these costumes, but those are okay. I don't know if Eastin has a costume sort of enhancement thingy or a costume effect or anything like that, but overall, just a really bad time. If you're a free-to-play player, absolutely steer clear of this banner. You do not need anything in this, if I'm being completely honest. The only thing that's interesting is maybe Halloween Gother. And I think they know exactly, I mean, there would be no other banner besides the Halloween banner to put him on, but they know what they're doing. They're trying to bait you with a couple of decent units to try to get you to summon on this banner. And hopefully it doesn't work, because supposedly at the end of the year, for New Year's, there was last year we got Trader Meliodas, who ended up being like the most broken unit in the game pretty much. So people have pretty high hopes for this New Year's as well. So we'll see how it goes. I would definitely recommend saving and not summoning on this banner if you don't have to. I will be doing summons tonight. If you want to, you know, check the live stream and everything, come and hang out while I do that and, you know, cry a little bit because I have to spend gems on this. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.